Do you want me to flip that down so you aren't staring at it?
No, I actually want that because if I need to focus on things,
Okay.
I will need it. So, thank you. I love you.
Rolling here.
Yes. Hey folks, guess what I got in the mail today? Ooh, I got the Kaleidos. Why did I say that like the Delilah radio station? Delilah.
Nobody gets that reference but us.
Say hi, Josh.
Hi.
I got the new Kaleidos Flower Punk Palette. Ah, she's so... Oh, look, you can see this.
Whoa. I got that for you.
Yes, you did.
Love you.
I love you too. Ooh, there's a mirror in it on the outside. Oh, I'm so excited. Today we're just gonna play with this. We're just gonna do some makeup. And, you know, chat. This is literally the only thing that I wanted to make a video about. I do have one more piece of makeup coming in the mail probably next week, but I was so stoked about this because, like, honestly... Ooh, look, you can see just the summeriness, the springiness. This is, like, my ideal spring palette. Look at this. Look at this. Ooh, look at her. She's so cute. I do have mixed feelings about the mirror being a magnet detached thing, but I'm not as mad about it as I am about like the melt stacks because they're like smaller, and I feel like this magnet's pretty tight and it's a thin packaging, so like nice and thin, so it's not gonna come flying out everywhere. I did also pick up the Agave, blue Agave lip mask. I have worn it a handful of times tonight. I was cooking and I had it on earlier. I like it. It's definitely not the same as the Agave lip mask from Bite Beauty, but it's still good. It's still good. A girl can dream, okay? A girl can dream. I'm never gonna find a replacement for that, but you know, let's put on some makeup. Let's put on some foundation. Here, I am running low on this. I actually have another bottle in my drawer. I could probably just open that one up, but I don't honestly know how much is left, but I do want to use this mirror just because it's convenient. Convenient for this setting. Oh, actually, I have to peel the sticky thing off. Also, do you like my ambiance in the background? Ambiance is on point tonight. Did I have a particular topic I wanted to talk about in this video? I don't necessarily think so, but I came up with an idea for what I want to do for my deep dive video series. I mentioned it on Twitter last week, and I mentioned it in a video recently. It might have been in my last Get Ready With Me, where I was like, I want to do a deep dive video series, but I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to do a deep dives on billionaires. So people like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, the Koch brothers, Philip Anschutz, Sheldon Adelson, who else? Mark Zuckerberg, oh my god, so many of them, so many billionaires who were the worst. I don't know what I'm gonna call it though. I really don't know what I'm going to call it, so if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments down below. I have an idea for a series, I just don't know what I'm going to call it. I've had a handful of people mention that they miss me dumping my makeup bag out on my bed. I'm sorry, I don't have a bed to dump it on, and I'm not going to dump this out on my beautiful rug. Can you see the rug in the background? Kind of? Maybe? A little bit on the floor. Yeah, so I want to do a video series on billionaires and why they're the worst. Because they are. Probably the first one will be about Mr. Bezos himself, Mr. Amazon, and then just because I know the most about him. Honestly, I took a class in college called Political Economy, which at the time I was like, this sounds terrible and boring. Now I'd be like, oh yes, let me audit that class because I want to learn more. But in college, I took it and basically it was about the politics of money and the politics of where money comes from and how that affects the information you're receiving on a daily basis. Because that was like literally my favorite class, I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it. Like I learned so much about the different conglomerations, the different corporations that own so many news organizations. Ooh, Rupert Murdoch is the other one, duh. And I was like, there's one more person that I need to talk about, and it's Rupert fucking Murdoch, who owns and is the head of News Corp that are the masterminds behind Fox News. So we can thank Rupert Murdoch for all that nonsense. That class was just like super enlightening and interesting. And I mean, I took it 10 years ago. But I figured, I was like, I want to put that class to good use because I majored in communications at UW-Tacoma, which was the smaller satellite campus of the University of Washington. So I am technically a Husky, even though I don't give a shit about the Huskies. Only the dogs. Like the Husky dogs, I love. The Husky football team, I don't care. Because my degree was so like interdisciplinary, it was just like, technically it was communications, but we could take classes in all kinds of things. Like I took film classes, I took video editing classes, I took news writing classes, I took literature classes. I honestly hated taking literature classes. But my two favorite classes in college were media ethics and this political economy class. And I remember my colleague on the student newspaper was like, you need to take the political economy class. It was my favorite class. And I was like, that sounds boring. And she was like, no, trust me. So I took it and it was just so fascinating. It's one of my favorite topics, just talking about how the ownership of media affects the information that we're receiving all the time. So I figured I could kind of dig deep into the billionaires that essentially own and run those companies, but also some of just like the big companies in general. Like Disney would kind of be an outlier in that there's really not one person that kind of is the head of Disney now. I mean, there is, but it's not like, you don't think of Disney and think of like one specific guy that's like running the whole show and ruining everything the same way you do about Amazon. So yeah, that's what I've been thinking, and that's kind of a series that I'm starting to research. It's going to be a lot of work, so I probably wouldn't end up being able to do more than one of those like a month because the amount of research that goes into videos like that is like staggering. So, where's my brushes? Nope, not this one. When I saw this palette, I was so stoked on the prospect of doing like two-toned looks with the pinks and the greens. So that's what we're gonna do. We are going to go full split tone Abby today because my hair is not, I mean, it's split right now, but it's split between like this kind of blonde moment with like the tiniest patch of purple that's still holding on. Oh my god. It's like just like the smallest amount. It's like,
I'm still here. Hello. Hi.
and then this is still like bright pink. So anyway, let me see. What colors do I want to do? So I like the idea of using, I haven't even swatched these. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna swatch the sparkly ones. Ooh, okay. So here's the sparkly shades, if it wants to focus. Those are the sparkly ones. Okay, Sun Gazer. The green one, like the goldy green one, is definitely the like glitteriest, like flakiest one out of all three of them. But they're all pretty. Ooh, oh my god, it's like, oh, it's like grungy Easter. Oh, now I have glitter all over my skirt. So I think what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of Golden Age. I think I'm gonna leave the mint shades out of this look today. I'll do the mint ones in a different look, because I am a sucker for like mustardy, pukey baby poop greens. I know this is like the least attractive way of describing the color, but like that's kind of what it is, okay? So now I'm going in with, so that was Golden Age, kind of all over. And now I'm gonna go in with Earth Ship. Oh, the color, the names. Oh, that's a good green. That is a good green. Once we get to the pink side, it'll be a little bit easier to see everything. I need to figure out a way to light this side of my room when I'm doing these, because I don't have more than one light. Although I am thinking I'm getting like another lamp. But I have some candles lit in the background, got some ambiance. Although I feel like I would never outdo Bailey Sarian in terms of just like ambiance in the background of her videos, because god damn it, she's always like one-upping herself. I'm like, Bailey, stop being so stylish, okay? Okay, I like this. I mean, this is a look that I would do naturally anyway. I like, it's blendable. I feel like it's definitely more blendable than, this also isn't like the best brush for like blending and stuff, but I would say it's like slightly more blendable than Gemini, but way more blendable than 420. Definitely like Kaleidos level blendability, which is always pretty good. I'm gonna take the green underneath my eye. Was there anything? Oh, I'm gonna take the brighter green slightly underneath as well. So yeah, that's a series of videos and a goal that I want to do that I'm excited about. All right, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, wow, wow, wow. This is so fucking pretty. Like, can we, oh my God. Ugh. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the Peach Soju, which is this shade right here. Love me a good peachy pink all over the lid. This would be a really pretty blush color too. Ooh, I love colors like this. Like, honestly, when I saw this palette, this one has a little bit more kick up, which is surprising. The pink has slightly more kick up than the green, which is usually the other way around. When I saw this palette, I was like,
Bitch, that's pretty.
and I hadn't gotten this excited and this just like mesmerized by a palette in a long time. So I was excited because, you know, I've been really bored with makeup releases lately, as you probably know, because I don't shut up about it. I've been bored with makeup releases, bored with makeup brands, annoyed with makeup brands. Brands are just up to all kinds of shenanigans lately. Did y'all see what e.l.f. did? Oh my God. I'll leave a link to Zombie Girlie's video in the description because she made a full video about it, and she is like a more full-time Twitch streamer. But e.l.f., in their infinite wisdom, they posted on Twitter. So now I'm going into the shade Nouveau, the darker pink right here. e.l.f. posted a kind of call for artists on Twitter a few weeks ago. They were like, who makes makeup videos but also is a gamer? And a bunch of people kind of shot their shot. They posted photos. Like, it wasn't just all girls, it was like all kinds of people who were putting in their, I guess, entry submission, I guess. But we kind of got the idea that, oh, e.l.f. is maybe gonna get involved in like the Twitch community and in the gaming community and do something. We thought maybe there was gonna be like a collab or a palette or something. Kind of, it was a little bit vague and open-ended, so it's like, what's e.l.f. up to? But was it 2 weeks ago now, give or take? Not a lot of people on YouTube have talked about it because I feel like it's a little bit detached from the YouTube community. A lot of people were talking about it on Twitter, and I mean, obviously a handful of people on Twitch and a decent amount of people on Twitch were talking about it, but e.l.f. put on this event, like this full streaming day gaming event called like e.l.f.U, which by itself is kind of a weird name. It's like, e.l.f.U, like, is that a pun on like F-U? Like, what? And the way they marketed it and the way they approached it was that like this was a all about female empowerment, and it was all about like girl power, which is weird because that's not how they framed it when they were reaching out to people on Twitter, when they were like, hey, show us your stuff, because it wasn't just directed at girls, it was directed at everyone. And so that by itself was a little bit exclusionary. It's like, okay, well, what about the non-binary people, and what about the boys in beauty? Like, girls are not the only ones who wear makeup, like, hello. So that already was weird. But once it came time to actually like do the stream, the event, all but one of the streamers were white. So the diversity was very lacking. There were no black makeup artists who were featured at all, which was a choice that e.l.f. made that everybody saw that was pretty obvious. It's like, hey, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And one of the streamers, Zombie Girlie, kind of mentioned and went more in depth and included clips of her stream on her video, which I'll leave a link to in a card in the description. But this streamer responded to people on Twitter, like got a screenshot and started responding to tweets in her own personal stream. So you had people on Twitter replying to e.l.f. During the big mass e.l.f.U stream, and they were like, hey, e.l.f., this isn't a good look. Where's the diversity? Where is everyone else in this? Like, this is a very narrow view of people in makeup. Hello. And this streamer, so she like pulled up Twitter during her own stream on her own channel and then just starting like clapping back at people asking for diversity, which is like, what? Huh? Why would anybody think that that's a good idea? Then Elf like posted some weird, very kind of press releasey type tweet where it was clear that they were just ignoring it all. Like they didn't address it at all. So I will definitely be side-eyeing Elf for the time being because they fucked up. They fucked up. And besides it being like a sad lack of diversity in the people that they chose, the event was just cringy, poorly managed. I think at one point they had like 26,000 people in the chat and they had one mod. One mod. I have maybe like 20 to 30 people watching me, sometimes down to like 8 people depending on the time of night. Josh will sometimes be in my chat as a mod, but a lot of times I'm just modding myself. But if you have 26,000 people viewing your shit, if you have hundreds of people, you need more than one mod. Like, you need more than one mod. And so there was just all kinds of nonsense going through the chat that it was just poorly managed. And Twitch should have given them, like, way more support. Like, it was obvious that Elf had no idea what the hell they were doing, producing a live event like that. And it was really irresponsible of them and of Twitch to let them do that, like, sponsored kind of corporate stream without proper support. It was just all around a mess. Now I'm taking Sun Gazer, which is the sparkly green, and putting it on. Oh, bitch, this is pretty. Oh my god. I mean, what do I expect? It's Kaleidos. Obviously, it's gonna be pretty. What did y'all expect? I was gonna do a 2-tone look with this palette because there's 3 tones technically in it, but the mint is kind of a nice little fun accent shade. Oh my god, I love that. Ooh. I gotta pack the pink one on a little bit more because there's not as much like sparkle, but the green is good. Why did I just sound like Diddy Kong? That sounded like Diddy Kong. Oh, so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna put the thing back on. And then like the back is really pretty too. It's art. It's art. If I could decorate my entire house just like this, I would. I cannot stop following vintage accounts on Instagram. I have a problem. My Instagram feed is straight up makeup, dogs, vintage accounts. Just like home decor vintage accounts. I'm running out of room in here. Oh boy. Yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Elf thing because it was a hot mess and I hadn't heard a lot of people on YouTube talking about it because it was kind of separate from YouTube stuff. I bought some like little ear cuffs to go into my second holes this week because I have not been wearing earrings in my second holes for like years. So I'm like not re-piercing them, but they are, when I first put these earrings in, it was slightly uncomfortable because I haven't had anything in those holes for years. That's what she said. They're cute. They're definitely cute. Oh my god, this is such a springy look. For real though, if y'all are ever feeling bored with your makeup, just start doing 2-tone looks. Seriously. Because it's not the most intense, like, process. It's a pretty basic, like, colorful 3-shadow smoky eye thing. Like, it's nothing revolutionary, but having 2 colors on your eyes, ooh, it's fun. Now the question is, what blush do I want to pair with this? Obviously I'm going to do this highlight, but what blush? I don't know. I think I'm just going to do this MAC blush because I am trying. I feel like this is like the Hermione's bag of blushes because I swear to God, this shit, I've had it for so long and it just doesn't pan. Like, I swear I've been using this thing for so many years and it will never, ever run out. And I use a lot of it. Like, it's not like I go sparingly because it's not the most pigmented blush. Like, I go in on it, you know? Yeah, if you're ever bored with your makeup, just do 2-tone looks because it's fun and you get to use more colors. If you're like, I can't figure out how to use 6 colors in one eyeshadow look, Don't. Do 6 eyeshadows in 2 looks, but wear them at the same time. That is my one piece of makeup advice. If you are feeling bored, do that. I'm using Diamond Dasher, by the way. It's so pretty. Again, I just love the aesthetic of like the brand itself. I feel like I need a little bit of eyeliner, but just a pencil. I don't want to do a liquid liner, because a liquid liner sounds like way too much work right now, because it is 11:34. Why did you even try and trick yourself? Hello? Hello? I've gotten back to my late night filming sessions. Because who needs sleep, am I right? Me. I need sleep. I need to invest in a bright green, like a lime green eyeliner. I feel like that would be fun. Because I have bright pink and I have bright purple and I have bright yellow, but I don't have a lime green. Oh god. Doing my eyeliner is such a pain in the ass. I've had this one liner. Look at how short this eyeliner is. Oh my god, I'm using this to its bitter end. We're gonna use all this fucking eyeliner. Speaking of Twitch, has anybody else been watching people play the Tall Vampire Lady game? I've never played Resident Evil in my life, but I cannot tell you how fucking entertaining it is watching people just thirsting over a 9'6" tall tree of a woman who's trying to kill you in a game. Like, she's trying to kill you, but yet people are just like, I want it. And it's hilarious. I've definitely been enjoying watching people play it. I don't know if I would ever play it, just because now that I've watched it almost all the way through from various people, I don't feel like me playing it would make that much sense because I kind of know everything now. But the only scary game I have, I mean, I have Phasmophobia and I have Dead Space. I guess technically Dead Space is like a scary game because it's like
aliens.
Josh is horrified of scary games. I got him to play Phasmophobia with me like twice and he hated it so much. He was like, nope. Like, we kept dying and we couldn't get any more levels. Like, we couldn't get better at the game. He would die and he'd be able to see all the ghost stuff and like tell me like, okay, Abigail's here, and then I would die and then the game would end, and like we were terrible at it. I like watching people play scary games because you get the adrenaline of watching like a scary movie, but you also get to kind of like, I don't know, share in the adrenaline and the hype with the person actually playing it. So it's kind of like you're just watching a scary movie with a friend or like one other person, which is fun. I like this a lot, but I don't know what I want to put on my lips, but I think it's just gonna be this Midas lip gloss because it's right here. I do like this lip mask. I do enjoy it. It feels nice. It has like a subtle kind of like cooling effect. It's not like mentholy menthol, but it's just kind of cooling, you know? It's a little chill. It's just chill enough, okay? Ooh, pretty. All right, look at that. Look at that. That's fun. I love this. This is so fun. Oh my god! Kaleidos, you knocked it out of the park. Should I like cut this out? No, that'd be a bit much. I mean, I could make like a picture frame with it. I could totally cut this and like make a little mat of it. You know? That wouldn't be too weird. Like when I talk about brands making things that are innovative and pretty, like this is what I'm talking about. Like this. Oh, it's gonna sit on my desk. Ah, so cute. But yeah, so that's the look. I did a two-tone look. Surprising? No. I'm the queen of two-toned looks. That's my thing. That's my jam. I literally have pink and purple lighting behind my mirror and my shelf right now. You can't really see it very well because it's behind the camera, but it's what's happening. This was probably totally scattered, and there really wasn't a central focus other than just like, hey, this is a pretty palette. I did end up getting the Nima Tang coral lip set because I wanted that lip gloss too much. I wanted the lip gloss, and I think I'll play around with the coral lipstick. I think that'll be kind of fun, like the coral orange. Once I get like the full purple and pink moment going on in a couple of weeks, I don't know. I've been inside for over a year, and I've been just kind of covering up half of my face. And I mean, I'm still gonna be covering up half of my face. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know, with the prospect of being able to go out and see people who are also vaccinated, like the prospect of being able to hang out with people, I'm just like, I want to put all of the color all over my face. You know, like maybe we'll rock a fucking orange lip with purple and pink hair. Who knows? That'll be a thing. And also, Brooke is going to give me more of a shag haircut. So by the time, I'm not going full mullet. We're not doing a full mullet. I'm not going there. Just a more polished version of whatever the hell this is. Because this was my own doing. This was my own home haircut that I gave myself. If anybody ever wonders, this is all me. I just chopped hair off my head. So... did it to my bangs, did it to the layers. It's all me. And also I've had a couple people ask me how I curl my hair recently. I did a tutorial of it like 2 years ago, and I have not changed how I style my hair in years. I literally use a 1-inch flat iron, and I just like curl pieces in different directions when my hair is dry. And then I just kind of let it sit for 3 days and don't touch it. So... also, Bad Optics. Ooh, how about today's song of the day be a Bad Optics song? So, I was like, what song could it be? There's not a particular song of the day because Bad Optics hasn't released new music in a hot minute because obviously they haven't been able to, like, record much just because of, like, you know, it's hard. But I will leave a link to a concert they did at the beginning of all of this, and like 10 months ago. I guess it wasn't at the beginning, it was back in July. But they did a virtual concert at Nectar Lounge in Fremont, Seattle, and I'll leave a link to that concert below, to that video. It's like a full 45-minute set that they played to no crowd, and I wish I could have been there, but you know, it was July when everything was at its like point. It was scary back in July. But yeah, I love Bad Optics. I miss them dearly. And this is a cool shirt that they released, and it's covered in sparkles. And definitely just go check out the rest of their music. I will leave a link to their Bandcamp. There's just not a ton on there as far as like recorded music. So yeah, go send them some love. Go show some support to small bands, and honestly, like, go support small artists and indie bands that you appreciate and enjoy, because it's been a rough year for them. Like, truly been a rough year for bands, for promoters, for roadies, for everyone. Go show some love to some bands. If you want to follow me elsewhere, I am just shy of 400 followers on Instagram, away from 10,000. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, do that, please, because I want to get the swipe up feature. I am so close! As well as my Twitter and my Twitch will be down in the description as well. I play a lot of Sims on Twitch, so if you like The Sims and me, check me out there. Yeah, been playing a lot of that lately, and pretty much only that. I played Halo a few weeks ago, but almost exclusively The Sims 4. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your week, good weekend, and I will see you guys all next week in my next video. Bye!